Hi everyone, my name is Monique.
And I'm Naveen from Before You Play.
And today we are going to be playing through the true final game in our Uwe Rosenberg series called Oranienburger Kanal.
Yes, this one, of course, designed by Uwe Rosenberg and published by Spielworxx. And this is a 1 to 2 player only game, plays in roughly 45 minutes. We weren't sure that if we were going to cover this, but we did get a review copy, so we are going to be playing it today.
Yes, and one of the reasons why we weren't sure if we'd be able to cover it is because I don't know if this has North American distribution just yet.
Not yet.
So fair warning. Otherwise, it is available in lots of different places around the world. When we went to Japan, we saw it there.
It was in all the board game stores in Japan, but I don't know if it's available here in the US, unfortunately.
And so in this game, just like the name suggests, we are going to be building around, or it's themed around, the Oranienburger Kanal. And like Naveen was mentioning, this is a 2-player only game or solo game. And so it is a head-to-head, sort of abstract yet crunchy style Euro. And so as per usual, we are going to start with a teach of the game and then go straight into our 2-player playthrough and end with a review. If you'd like to jump around, we'll include timestamps in the description below.
Now, before we begin, if you want to see any of the other videos that we've already done in the Uwe Rosenberg series, we'll leave a link up here, which has all the different videos you can check out. Lastly, if you like these kind of videos and you want to see more in the future, please consider subscribing.
And with that, we are ready to begin. So if you'd please direct your attention to the center of the table, we're all set up here for our 2-player game of Oranienburger Kanal. Welcome to our industry boards.
That's it.
Really.
This is mine. That's yours.
That's right. Now, if you've been joining us throughout our series, something might look familiar, namely the resource board over here. It makes another appearance. We saw this in
Glass Road.
Glass Road, as well as, I think, another one.
Ora et Labora?
Yes, or at Labora. And so the way that this resource board functions here is very similar, but also a little bit different, as you'll see. Now, the theme of this game is centered around the industrialization of the 19th century. And so each of us has our own industry boards in which we are going to be building out different buildings represented by these carts, as well as routes in the form of paths, rail tracks, and canals. And these are all actually off screen. We have a few of them already on our board. And so if you have played this several times and want a more advanced version, you can actually flip it over to the opposite side where it does not have these pre-printed paths. And so the game is played over a variable number of rounds. And so each round, we are going to be placing out these workers onto the board, basically taking the actions of the spot. There are actually 5 workers in this game, and obviously we're playing 2 players. And so each round, one person's going to be able to take 3 actions while the other player takes 2. So say I am the first player in this round, and I'm going to go and place a worker out. I'm actually going to take this entire stack and then drop it off in the spot that I want to take. So if I go there, these 4 action spots are always going to start with a coin on them, so I would also take the coin. Now, after I resolve my action, when it goes back to Naveen's turn, he's going to take the top 4 from the stack and similarly choose a new spot and take the action there. And we're pretty much just going to be going back and forth doing this. The whole purpose of why there's an entire stack that you're moving is so that you can keep track of what the last action was. And so the final action in the game is going to be, or in the round, is going to be using this yellow worker, if that makes sense. It's very simple, really. You're just putting out a worker each turn.
Classic worker placement.
Yes.
If somebody's already gone there, nobody can go and take that action until the next round.
And the action that you're resolving is at the bottom of each spot, as you can see here. Some of the spots, namely these 3, are going to have additional actions added to them as soon as we deplete these stacks, which we'll describe in a second. So let's go ahead and just describe all the different actions so that you know what we're going to be doing in this game. The main action, probably, is this one. And this is the action that allows you to build out a building. And so taking this action allows you to build one of the ones that are available. Now let's just take a look at the anatomy of a building card. At the very top of the card here, it tells you the resources that you have to spend in order to build it. And so just like the other games that feature a resource wheel, you're just going to be spending it from your wheel. At the start of the game, we have, I think, 2 clay, 1, and then these 2 spots are actually 0. If it's too tiny to see, the amount of resources that you have is actually shown on the inner wheel here. And so if I wanted to build this building, I would have to spend either 1 wood or 1 clay, because there's a little hash there. When you build these buildings, you can place them anywhere on your board. And so underneath, the cost also tells you how many points they're worth at the end of the game, just for having them. And then they all also have some sort of activation effect, which will gain you a wide variety of things, sometimes additional resources, sometimes points. And so when you build this card, you don't actually get what's at the bottom of the card. There are 2 times in the game when you will be able to activate each card that's on your board. And it's going to be either when you've completely surrounded the card with routes. And so if I were to have built this here, and then maybe in the future, because some of the future action spaces will allow you to build more paths and routes. If I completely surround it using these routes, then I will, in that moment, be able to use its activation effect. The second time is when you're able to connect the building to a second building via a second bridge. That might be confusing, but it'll make sense as we play the playthrough. Just keep in mind that upon building the structure, you're not necessarily going to be able to activate it, because those are literally the only 2 times you can activate its effect. As soon as it's been completely surrounded, or as soon as there is a second bridge connecting to an adjacent building. And we haven't gone over how to build routes or bridges, so it'll make more sense a little bit later. But that is how all of these buildings operate. Now, there is a wide variety of buildings that come in the game, so we are not going to be able to go through them right now. We're just going to talk about them as we play the game. And so that is the universal symbol for building a building. Now, there's another spot here that also allows you to build a building, but in addition, you can also build either a path or a road. And so those are specific routes. They have specific tiles to indicate them.
Yeah, path is like a dirt path. Road is kind of the constructed material path.
Exactly. And so these you can also build anywhere on your board, and anywhere that doesn't already have one. The difference between a path and a road is that paths can be overbuilt. These are the only type of route that can be overbuilt by a different type of route in the future. And the reason why is because the other types of routes will score you a point for each of them at the end of the game. In addition, a lot of these cards are going to require some sort of specific route surrounded by it or somewhere on your board in order for you to gain the benefits from its activation effect. And so as an example, this card, this building over here, this shed, says when you activate it, if you have 2 or more paths adjacent to this card, as well as either 1 or 2 canals, which are the waterway, then you get 2 brick, and 0 or 3 of this resource. I think it's coal.
The black resource.
Depending on if you have 1 or 2 canals that's adjacent to it.
Right. So if you have 1 canal, you get no black resource.
Yes.
If you have 2 canals next to it, then you get 3.
3. And that is when at the time that this is activated. So as you can see, there's going to be a lot of configuring what types of routes to put around it and timing as to when to activate each building so that you can get the most bang for your buck, if that makes sense. And this is ore, by the way.
Ore. There you go.
And so that is how this spot works. A lot of the other spots, such as this one and this one, also allow you to build routes. But this one allows you to build specifically those same 2 routes, the paths and the roads. But you can build maximum 3 of them and in any combination. And this spot here allows you to build any 2. So that is the only way, from what I understand, that you can build canals and rails.
That's right.
So these are different in that when you build these, you can't just place them anywhere. They have to be connected to the like type route. So if you're building a canal, it has to continuously elongate your existing canal on your board. And same thing for your rails. And the significance of these, just like the other paths, are going to be what's written on the card. So I can already see 2 buildings here that will give you stuff if you have rails surrounding them. They're a little bit more difficult to work with because they're limited in the amount of opportunities you'll have to build them out.
Sure.
They're also a little bit more expensive. So when you take these actions, you can't just take the paths from the supply. You actually have to pay. And to remind you of this, each player also has their own little player aid here so that it's simple. Paths cost 1 clay per path to put on your board. Roads cost a brick. So these are expensive because they require the more valuable resource types. Rails are super expensive because they cost you 1 iron as well as 1 wood. So 1 of each in order to build 1. And finally, canals, they don't cost you any resources, they cost you money. So
cash.
In this game, we also have coins off screen. We don't start with any, but they cost you 3 coins per canal to build out. But the positive thing about building a canal is in return, you get 2 clay.
Yeah, you dug it up, so you get to keep it.
I guess so.
Yeah.
The last few spots here gain you resources. So going here will get you 4 wood. Going here will get you 4 clay. Now, the one thing that we didn't mention is how to make these valuable resources. Now, in games such as Glass Road, anytime there was a gap between these resources and the actual dial, then it would automatically move, gaining you one of each type of valuable resource automatically. In this game, it is not automatic. So there are two ways in which you can make these resources. You can either take a free anytime action of paying 2 coins in order to turn the dial one space to the left, as long as you don't have any resources that are in this position. You basically have to have one of each of these basic type of resources in order to make one of each of these two. That is the price. The other way is at the end of the round, which we'll talk about later, each person can move their dial once for free, still assuming there are no resources that are blocking the way.
Yeah.
Then you can do that one time for free per round. And there's actually one other type of anytime action that you can do, and that is buying these basic materials. So say you really need to make one of the valuable types of materials here, but you don't have any wood. You can take this anytime action, and you're basically going to pay coins equal to whatever value, I guess, this resource is going to be at next.
Right.
So if you're going to gain 1 wood from that, then you just pay 1 coin. However, if you already have 4 wood and you're just going to take this anytime action to gain a 5th, you have to pay 5 coins.
Right. And because this is an anytime action, if you want to go from 0 to 2, you're going to pay 1 plus 2
Yes.
for each movement, right?
For each movement you pay. So it's going to be 3 coins total.
And by doing this anytime action, you're not allowed to game it, meaning if something costs like 4 wood and you had none, you can't say the first wood's $1, the second one's a second.
Yeah. You
So-
basically cannot break up an action to do that.
You have to go all for it
Yeah.
or don't do it at all.
Right. Now going back to the action board, the last type of action that you'll see is the ability to build a bridge. And so this spot here is actually gain 3 of one of those 3 types of resources or build 1 bridge. So bridges are built over routes like this, but they're actually built to connect 2 adjacent buildings together, just like that. And so the purpose of bridges are twofold. The first thing is some effects will refer to bridges. And the other thing is, like we were mentioning earlier, this is the second way in which you can activate the activation effect of a building by building the second bridge that connects to an adjacent structure. So if it were to look like this, and then maybe I had this path over here, I could build a second bridge by paying 1 wood. By the way, bridges cost 1 wood to build. And boom, I now have my second bridge. I can use this activation effect in that moment.
Right.
Now, considering I don't have any canals surrounding this specific building, this is a bad example because I will get nothing for its activation.
Sure.
But that is the game. We're trying to plan our entire board accordingly and make sure the timing is right when we activate these buildings. And that is actually essentially all the different types of actions that we're going to be taking throughout the game. One thing, though, that is really important is we're going to ignore this specific building for now. I understand there's still no canals here. But let's just say, for example, my board looks like this, and I go and build a 4th route that is actually the 4th route for both of these buildings. If that happens, then you can take both of their activation effects in the order of your choosing. Now, on the other hand, if I were to build a bridge here, making it the second bridge for both of these structures, you have to activate both of them, but you can only use the effect of 1. And so the significance of that is obviously you are sacrificing one of the cards, but since they've both been activated, you can no longer activate both of them for the rest of the game, if that makes sense. So remember, routes are good, bridges bad when activating 2 at the same time. And that's essentially it. As soon as all 5 actions have been taken, then the round ends, and you're basically going to refill at that point any of the structures that have been taken using the green deck first. Once the green deck runs out, then you refill using the orange deck, and also you're going to refill using a 5th card in the display. So for the rest of the game, you will have 5 cards available. Once that gets depleted, then you move on to the blue deck, and that will add a 6th card to the display. So over the course of the game, you'll have more and more cards to choose from.
Right.
At the end of the round, you'll also have the ability to do 1 free dial movement as long as you have at least 1 of each type of basic resource.
Yep.
And you would also put 1 coin on each of these 4 spots, you'll always put 1 coin from round to round, and any of the bottom spots that were not taken that round. Then you pass first player and you begin again. As soon as the blue building stack has been depleted, then that triggers basically the final round. And you basically just play out that final round and you go into endgame scoring. At that point, you would add up all the points that you get from the buildings that are on your industry board. Over the course of the game, we're going to be earning points and acquiring or accruing these prestige points. And so you would count up those as well. Each coin that you have left over is going to score you 1 point. So keep that in mind when spending these.
Yep.
You'll also get 1 point each for both of these 2 valuable resources left over. You'll also score points for your less valuable resources, and it's going to be whichever resource you have the least of, that's how many points you'll get.
Right.
Each route that you have on your board that is not a path will also score you 1 point each, and any routes that you did not build over at all will score you -1. So in reality, these are actually worth 1 point because they cover up a -1 spot, and all of these are worth 2 points.
Right.
And at that point, whoever has the most points wins. And that's essentially it. So I guess we'll get cleaned up and we'll get started with our playthrough.
Okay, we're ready to go. Just got to figure out who's going to be going first. You want to do odds and evens?
Sure. What do you want?
I'll be evens.
1, 2, 3. Oh, it's
Me.
you. Okay.
That means I am first.
I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing because it's so variable, right?
Yeah.
You get 3 actions?
I get 3 actions this time.
There you go. All right. Well, we have wiped everything. So these are the 4 starting buildings that we have available.
They are.
Shall we go over them really quick?
Yeah, I think that'll be a good idea.
Okay.
Yeah, let me clear these out of the way.
And so if you did not join us for the teach, we are using Deck A, and this is not non-expansion content. So first we have the hoisting crane that's worth 4 points. When you activate this, there are 2 benefits that you can take in any order. The first one is if there is at least 1 rail track adjacent to the structure, you gain 3 wood. And the other one is if there's at least 1 canal adjacent to the structure, you gain 1 ore, 1 coin, and 2 prestige points.
Just straight up points.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now on our boards, the canal and the rail are they're on opposite
really
sides.
far, yeah.
So it's going to be kind of tough to get both of them there, but I guess
Early on, it's
Early
gonna
on,
be
it's
tough.
tough.
Yeah.
Next, we have the shore warehouse that's worth 6 points, and this says for each canal that's adjacent to this structure, you gain 1 wood and 1 ore. So the blue arrow means each, and unless there's this symbol, which I actually don't see anywhere, it means it has to be adjacent to the building.
Right.
We went over this one during the teach, but basically if you have at least 2 paths and 1 or 2 canals adjacent to it, then you get 2 brick and 0 or 3 iron.
Yeah, and
Ore.
Ore.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
I have such a hard time remembering the name.
I'll help out. So you must have at least 2 paths and at least 1 canal. If you have 2 canals, then you get access to that 3 ore. If you only had 1 canal, you get no ore.
No dice. And finally, we have the mine that's worth 7 points. This one's a little bit complicated because basically if there's at least 1 rail that's adjacent to the structure, then you gain 4 ore and 2 coins. Now, if one of those rails are also at the edge of the board, then you also gain 2 victory points.
Yes. So if this was like this here, and you had a rail also here, right? Because rails have to connect to other rails.
Correct.
Then you would score that extra 2 points that are there.
That's right. All right. Those are the starting buildings that we have. The rest of them we'll probably discuss as they come up.
Sure.
But I think we're ready to begin. Naveen.
Me.
Take it away.
Okay.
Good luck.
So I have to look at what exactly is the materials that we need in order to build stuff out.
Right. So it's looking like wood, clay, everything.
A little bit of everything, yeah.
Everything except for this.
Right.
Ore.
So I think getting building material sounds like a good plan here. So I'm going to go and get myself 4 wood right away. So now we are going to go to the 4 spot.
Wow. Like that.
Boom.
All right. I'm going to put this here just to signal that you are the first player.
Sure.
All right. Well, that's it. It goes to me. You know, it really doesn't feel good to take a less valuable action. But seeing as I won't be able to move this unless I have at least 1 wood, I'm going to go here and take 3 wood, which is that spot here. So 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, because you want that passive move at the end of the round.
Yeah. All right, back to you.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, I'm going to go to the top section here.
You gotta leave it behind.
Leave one behind. There you go. I'm going to get this coin.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna build one of these structures out.
And you get to build a path or a road.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to take the shore warehouse here.
Okay.
So this one's going to cost me either my 1 brick, which I definitely don't want to spend, or my 2 clay. I'll spend the 2 clay. 1, 2. And then I'm going to put this, definitely I want to put it next to my canals because this one wants it to be next to a bunch of canals.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and tuck that in right here.
Very good.
All right. And then now I get to build a path or a road.
Yes, what would you like?
Now, seeing as paths cost clay, which I do not have as I spent it, or brick, which I do not want to spend, I'm going to actually forgo doing that.
Okay. So you can do that. You don't have to take all the actions that are there. So then it is back to me. And I would definitely like to build a building. I don't want to be shut out of that. So I'm going to go here. And that's going to get me a coin and the ability to build one building.
Sure.
So I think I will build the mine. It's worth 7 points. And if I can get it surrounded by rails, by just one, really.
Yeah, just one. Yep.
Then I can reap these benefits. So it's going to cost me the 1 coin, as well as 1 wood.
Yeah, it's a good one. And it's worth 7 points.
It's worth 7 points.
Yeah.
That's not bad. I'm placing that right there. All right, back to you.
Okay, seeing as I am so grateful you didn't take this spot because this is stuck here. So I'm going to go, I'm going to go here as the final action.
Yeah.
Get myself 4 clay, and that's it.
All right, that's actually the end of the round.
That is
Rounds are very
quick.
quick. It's only 5 actions. So first we're going to refill the structures. So we have 2 available spaces here. So now we have the community center, which is worth 4 points. It looks like if you have 1 or more bridges connected to it, then you get 3 wood and 3 money. That's not bad.
Yeah, I like that.
And then the carving shop, which is worth 5 points. Looks like 0, 1, or 2 or more bridges will get you 1, 2, or 3 coins, respectively. In addition, if you have 2 or more roads adjacent to it, then you get to double your wood amount. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
So the wood that you currently have.
Yes.
So like in your situation, your 2 would go to 4.
Exactly.
Okay.
So ideally, you would have it at 4 so that you can double it to the maximum amount that you can have, which is 8. But that's great. All right, now we can turn our wheels. This is for free. 1 movement.
I will do it.
Assuming you have the space, which we both do. Then we are going to fill the board with coins. So it's always going to be the top 4 and then any of the bottom spaces that we did not take. But we took all of them, so that's not the case. So you make sure you do that before you collect the action pawns. And now we're going to go ahead and pass this, and that's it. We're ready to begin the next round.
Get it going.
Are you ready?
Yes.
This is hard already.
It is.
Seeing as a lot of these buildings require clay, I am going to go here as my first action. So just 4 clay, bring this to 5.
All right, I think I'm going to take this action over here. I always leave one behind. There we go. So I'm going to get myself a coin.
I wanted to take that action.
And then the one I'm going to build is the one that was in our examples.
The tow rope shed?
Yeah, the tow rope shed right here. So I'm going to take this one. It's going to cost either 1 wood or 1 clay. I'm going to spend wood. Let's go ahead and put that down to a 2.
Okay.
And I'm going to put the tow rope shed right into this slot there. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to build a path, not a road. So in order to build a path, it is 1 clay. May I have a path, please?
What side are you going to build it on? Because there are 2 different lengths depending on where you want to put it.
Yeah, so I'm definitely going to want to build it the small side here. Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you very much. Perfect.
Very good. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to build a building.
Okay.
Taking this coin, and I think I'm going to build this one.
Yeah.
Because the other ones are really hard for me right now.
Plus you have a lot of clay.
Not bad, but I do have a lot of clay.
Worth 4
so
points.
this is going to cost me, the community center is going to cost me 2 clay, and I'm going to build it right here. It's going to score me 4 points, and then I'll be able to activate it. Oh, it'll give me benefits if I have at least 1 bridge that's connected to it.
So you'd want to set up a bridge situation here, maybe?
Yes, exactly. That's why I put it here, because I would like to activate this as soon as possible. We'll see. So it's back to you.
All right, so this is my last action, because you get 2. So knowing that I have my ore kind of stuck here, I'm going to move myself here and then take 3 ore. 1, 2, 3.
So you can make some valuable resources.
Make it,
For my last action, I am going to go here.
Yeah.
So this is our first time doing this action. This allows you to build any 2 routes. And again, from what I understand, this is the only way for us to build out these special routes, the canals and rails.
Yep.
So the first route I'm going to build is a rail. So I'm taking this, and again, these have to be connected, or they have to be adjacent to what is pre-existing on your board.
It makes sense.
Makes
You're not
sense.
gonna have flying railroads.
Putting it there, and it cost me 1 of that, as well as
1 iron and 1 wood.
1 iron and 1 wood. There we go.
Very
Boom,
thematic.
boom. Oh no! How do I have to do these both?
It will not happen.
Yes, it will.
I'm going to spend 1 of each.
Is
You're
it
spending
worth
points.
No, they're equal points because I would spend one
You're
and one.
converting it into the valuable
Yeah,
resources.
it's basically like I'm buying one of each of these two, but I can actually use these two in game.
And if that wasn't clear, it's because at the very end of the game, technically, these more valuable resources for every leftover is worth one each. So
Yeah.
you're just converting it into usable goods.
Into usable goods, exactly. So
Okay.
I'm taking 2 anytime actions right now. 1 coin to move this forward 1, because I'm moving it to the 1 spot, and then another coin to take a wood.
Yep.
So at least that way, I will be able to move my wheel. I do have one more route that I can build.
You can.
And I think it's going to have to be a path, right? Because all I have
Clay.
is clay that I could spend. So I will. I'm going to spend my 1 clay to build out a path right there. And I want to build it here so that I could build a bridge between these two as soon as possible.
Plus, you're like trying to box them in so you can try to double them up.
Yeah.
That's good.
As soon as I put another route right there, then I can activate my mine, which would be nice.
It's
because
it's everything, right?
Yeah, I have everything that I need to gain all of the benefits on the cards, so that'll be good.
So you
All
will
right.
be doing that.
I will be doing that
So
soon.
I can plan for that. Okay. I can't really do it. I can't stop you. You're going to do it.
That marks the end of the round, so let's go ahead and refill the structures. So 2 more
come
from
out.
here. We have the junk goods shop worth 5 points. It looks like it wants you to have different types of routes that are adjacent to it. So
One of
2
each of the 4.
Yeah, 2, 3, or 4 will get you 0, 1, or 2 of this, and 3 coins no matter what.
Right.
So there's that.
That's pretty good.
And then the last one that we're adding is the Bootman Shed for 4 points. It looks like for each canal that's adjacent to it, you get to turn in either 1 ore or a coin for a brick and a clay. I think I got those resources right that time. Did I, Naveen? Did I?
You killed it.
Now we can turn our wheels.
Yep.
Would you like to do that?
Definitely.
For free.
free.
And I'm going to go ahead and refill the coins that are on the board.
So
this is nice
This
now.
one at the bottom, for sure.
3 and 4, and then 1 at the bottom. I know where you're going first.
Do you?
Maybe not.
Maybe.
Here, you are now first. We begin
That's
again.
a lot of money over there.
This is a lot of money.
Money's
But
points?
it's just building out routes. Do you have any buildings that reward you for that? I guess
Yeah,
this one.
needs another path, so I'm going to go do it.
All right.
All right, so I'm going to go here. I'm going to take
Okay.
all the cash that was there. 1, 2, 3. And now I can build up to 3 paths and or roads.
Yes.
So the first one, I'm going to build a path. I'm going to spend 1 of my clay over here. Can
Okay.
I have a broadside, like a long one?
long one?
Yeah,
All right, there you go.
there we go. And then now I am going to build a second path.
Okay.
Actually, let's build a road instead. So I'm going to be spending, what does a road cost? It costs 1 brick to go ahead and place out a road. So I'm going to spend 1 of my valuable bricks.
That's a point.
But again, it's a point, but I'm converting that point into 2 points.
Yes.
Technically.
That's true. Hey, that's true.
Because I'm covering up a -1 space, and it's worth 1 point at the end. I actually have no idea where my roads are going to go, but I'm going to tuck it here just so I can potentially create a box that I can just drop a card in so I can create some sort of activation right away.
Yes, and that brings up a good point. If you build a building and it already meets the criteria because the space is already fully encircled, then you can activate it in that
Yeah.
moment.
Right now, the structures that we see don't really have anything to do with roads except this one right here.
Yeah, if you have 2 or more,
So maybe I want to
maybe
do
you
something like that.
build another one.
So I'm going to go ahead and build a second road.
Okay, where would you like to do that?
Can I have a small one right here?
There you go.
There we go.
So now that I know Naveen is going for this, I'm going to build... I'm just kidding.
Yeah, go for it. You can.
No, I don't have anything that is...
That's the curse of playing on camera.
So now it's back to me. I'm going to go here. I'm going to take this coin.
Yep.
And I can build a building and a route. So let me start by building the route.
Okay.
I'm going to build a road because I have so much brick. So
much brick.
I'm going
Look
to
at
spend
that.
1. And I'm going to build this here.
All right.
Boom.
Boom. She did it.
So I'm activating this now because I've completely encircled it. So
Now.
finally, this is my
Your
moment.
moment.
Okay, so then my mine says that if I have at least 1 railroad adjacent to it, then I get 4 of this.
Or
1, 2, 3, 4. I also get 2 coins. 1, 2. And because I have 1 railroad that's also on the edge of my player board, then I also get 2 points.
Yep. That's exactly it. So if you didn't have this rail at the edge, you would get 0 points.
I would get 0 points, but I would still get the resources.
And the symbology for that is anytime you see a pure vertical kind of hash, then that's when you kind of see the differential. So if she didn't have this, then it would be 0. If she does, she gets 2.
Right. All right. So that is my first activation of this building. Again, I can activate it one last time as soon as I have built a second bridge connecting that. But I do get to build a building. I'm going to build this one, the hoisting crane. So it costs either 1 iron or 2 coins. I think I'm just going to go with 1 iron.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
cheaper.
Yeah.
And I'm going to place it here because when I activate it, it'll give me benefits for having an adjacent railroad as well as canals.
You're trying to get there.
You could do one of the two if you don't have both, because it's kind of hard to make them cross. But I'm thinking if I put this here, then it's at least an adjacent building, so I can start building bridges, and I can maybe get my things to cross before I activate. That's the hope.
Makes me nervous.
That's the wish. I don't know what's going to happen, but either way, it is back to you, Naveen.
Back to me. So I'm going to go ahead and move on over into the slot. Let's get this coinage.
Building routes, I see.
Building routes.
What would you like?
I'm going to build 2 canals.
2 canals.
Canal. So that's going to cost, I believe, 3 coins each.
Yeah.
And I have exactly 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah, there's no way to gain coins by doing any type of actions like
Yikes.
these. You have to collect.
Bye-bye
right?
6 points.
There's 6 points.
Yeah, I'll take a vertical and a horizontal canal.
So, canal, sorry.
I saw her
So-
grabbing.
Canal, that's vertical, that's horizontal.
Perfect.
And don't forget, you get clay.
I do get clay
So-
for each one.
Yeah, so it's 4 clay total.
4 clay total, so that's good.
It's 2 each.
4 is good to me.
It's like you dug out the sand,
Dug it,
I
and
guess.
it's like, what do we do with it?
with your own
Keep
hands.
it.
I like that.
All right,
It's
so
thematic.
this will slot in right over there,
Yep.
and this will slot in here, activating my very first structure. So my
Nice.
tow rope shed, in our example in the teach,
Mm-hmm.
this was poorly done, but now in this game, this is very well done. So this one wants 2 pats.
Yeah.
It has 2 pats.
At least.
At least, and 1 or 2 canals. So because I have everything maxed,
Yeah.
I'm going to get 2 brick and 3 ore. So I'm going to get 1, 2, 3, and then 2 bricks, 1, 2.
Oh my gosh, look at your resource board, Naveen. You are living in the land of abundance.
Time to build.
Time to do. Very good.
That's me.
Well, now it is time for my last action. If I want to be able to turn my wheel, I could spend 1 coin to get the wood. So I'm just going to go here. I'll take the coin,
Okay.
and I'll take 4 wood.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. That way I can turn my wheel. That's it for me.
Yeah, that's the one I wanted. So instead, I'm going to do this. I'm just going to plop myself over there, and I'm going to take 3 wood. So we go 1, 2, 3.
All right.
Quick.
That is the end.
Yeah.
So let's refill this with the final.
Just 1 card.
Just 1 card, and that reveals this spot here, which now augments this spot. So anytime you take this action, in addition, you can build a bridge.
Yeah, it's good.
Now, since we completely depleted the green stack, we also draw a 5th structure now from the orange deck. So from now on, we're going to have 5 face-up structures. And just so you know, we revealed the traffic junction, which is worth 1 point. And
It wants a variety of things.
it does. It wants you to have at least 1 road, 1 rail, and 1 canal. And if so, you get all this stuff. It looks like an iron, an ore, 2 money, and 2 points. Wow, that's great. And you only have to spend 1 wood. And then the last one here is the Patrician House for 4 points. This is if you have 1 or more roads adjacent to it. For each road that's anywhere on your board, I think, right?
anywhere.
That's what that cross
Yeah,
means?
anytime you see a crossing over
Of
a type of
arrows.
a route,
Yeah.
it's anywhere on your board.
Anywhere on your board.
Yeah.
So 1 road adjacent to it to gain access. And it's going to be 1 coin, maximum 7. So it's 1 coin per road anywhere on your board, maximum 7. Anything beyond the 7th road will gain you 1 wood. So that's a later game thing.
Yep.
So let's go ahead and turn our wheels.
Yes, ma'am.
So our wheel is just going all the way around.
Keeps turning.
I'm going to refill these now. So it looks like these 4, and then
Bottom right.
the bottom right. So just this one.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and pass for clear.
Okay.
So that is it. We are slowly but surely building up our stuff.
There you go.
All right. So now it's back to me. At
to
least
you.
we both have activated at least 1.
Something. Yeah.
Because the resource ones you want to try to activate early so that you can use the resources to your advantage. For my first action, I think I'm going to go here. It
This
is the spot that has the most amount of coins. And now we have the ability to also build a bridge,
Yep.
which is nice. So I'm going to start by building the building, which is going to be the traffic junction. I thought that was interesting. It's tough, but because I'm trying to plan to cross my canals and rail, maybe I can make this happen. So I'll spend 1 wood.
Okay.
And then I'm going to place this here. I need to remember, actually. That's a challenge. I need to remember where I'm planning on building my routes. So there's that. And then I can also build a bridge because that is the additional action.
And bridges cost 1 wood.
Oh, 1 wood. For some reason, I thought it cost clay. Okay, that's good, actually. So 1 wood. And I will build this bridge here, like that.
Sounds good.
So that I can have another
Access to
soon, possibility of activating that.
That's good.
All right, back to you.
That looks good. Okay, I'm going to take this action here to the far left, take the coin. I'm going to build a structure, and I'm going to build this one right here, that junk goods shop. So it's going to cost me 1 wood, 1 clay, and 1 brick.
Very good.
It's worth 5 points, and this one I'm just going to slip right on into this spot here. This one basically wants me to have different types of pathways around it. The way I see it is I've kind of cut my canal off here, so this is probably the best place to put a canal. That'll give me 1, 2, 3 different types of things. It'll give me coins and a bunch of building material.
Yeah,
so,
and then you also have the option of moving that way if you want to overbuild the path. So not bad.
Yep, so that is that. And then now I get to either build a path or a road.
What would you like?
I think it's time to build a road. I have a lot of brick, and roads are worth technically 2 points if I cover up a -1 plus 1 point at the end of the game. So I'm going to build myself a road by spending a brick.
What length?
What length is a good question. I'll go with the small one.
Okay.
I'm not exactly sure where I need to tuck it, so I'm just going to kind of keep this road going this way.
Very good.
There we go.
That if you want to move your canal that way.
I don't think each canal is very expensive, so maybe I can make my canals go in this direction over here, because it's going to be very labor intensive to move it that way.
Yeah. Okay, well, speaking of canals, I'm going to start the building process.
Go for it.
I'm going here, I'm building 2 canals. So each canal costs 3 coins. And since I have a lot of coins,
3,
this is
4,
kind
5,
of
and 6.
the best time to do it.
Yep.
So there's 3 and 3. And I'm going to build them just straight this way.
Left.
Because I've signed myself away over here to requiring.
Good.
Well, this one doesn't technically require canals, but if I really want
It's a benefit.
yeah. So I'm going to do that. And then each canal gives me 2 clay.
Yep.
So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. That's me.
That's you. I get one last turn here.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to come down here and just take the coin and the clay. I don't know if this is optimal, but I want it. All right, so 2 goes to 6. There we go.
Okay, I'm debating the same thing.
Like wood.
Since you did that does give me a little bit of time since the game is variable end. So I guess I could spend this time to just go here and get some wood. Because if I take that free turn,
you're going to lose all
I'm going to lose all my wood.
You'll have no wood at that point.
Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. That is the end of the round. So now we're going to refill up to 5.
Yep.
So we have the scrap metal plant for 4 points, and that's going to be, depending on how many paths, specifically paths that you have surrounding it, is how many of the iron resource that you'll be allowed to turn in for 4 coins and 5 points.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
useful.
Interesting. You really have to plan that, is what I'm thinking, right?
Yeah.
And then we have the publishing house for 8 points. And so this is, if you have 1 or more roads surrounding it, you get coins equal to whichever of the 3 basic resources you have that is the least in abundance. So if I were to build this, then I would get 3 coins because it's my ore that's the least.
Yeah.
And I have 3.
Right. Kind of like the end game scoring.
Exactly. Kind of like the end game scoring conditions. Okay.
Gotcha.
So let's go ahead and rotate our wheels.
Yep.
If you'd like to, of course, this is optional
I will.
again.
Yep.
And then I'm going to refill the coins. So it looks like we did not take there. And then 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right.
Okay, very good.
Naveen,
So I'll be
it
first.
is now you. And then just
So you made me
okay.
this extra step here.
I won't do that again.
Thanks. All right. Perfect.
How are you feeling so far?
I don't know. I want to get more points.
It's hard.
I feel like you're working. You're definitely working towards something over there.
It's hard.
I feel like I'm not really working towards something. And by the way, for this building, you actually do not want it next to paths, because if you have it next to no paths, you can trade 2 iron in for 4 coins and 5 points. The more paths you have next to it, it's going to cost you more of that primary, that big resource to get the same benefit.
I see.
So you want to tuck it away.
I misunderstood this. So it's not for every one of these you turn in, you get
No.
that. This is the benefit that you get regardless of how many you have to spend.
Correct.
So the less path you have, the less of this you have to
Yeah,
spend.
you want
I
to tuck
see, I
it
see,
somewhere away. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yep.
And by the way, I know that there are a ton of these cards that come with the game, and even more so if you get the expansion. So the game actually includes a glossary for each deck
Right.
because it's not super easy to tell just by looking at the card what the cards actually mean.
Okay, I think bridges are the name of the game at this point right now. I think I need to go here, take the coin.
I wanted that spot.
Yeah, well, you took it last time. So,
Yeah.
okay. So I'm going to spend my 1 wood that I have, unfortunately, to build a bridge.
Okay.
May I please have one?
There you go.
And I'm just going to toss this bridge. So the rules here are bridges need to cross over some sort of route. But in addition to that, it has to actually go into a structure. So I couldn't just toss that there thinking I'm going to slip something under. So really my only option here is placing it right over there, okay, because I'm crossing over that canal.
Yeah, and also you cannot build bridges along the edge, right? Because you're not connecting to anything.
Exactly.
So. Cool, you're going to build a building?
I should. So that structure I was describing earlier, I'm going to take it.
Oh, okay.
The one where you tuck it away. So
Nice.
it's going to cost me either a brick or 2 clay. I'm going to go ahead and do 2 clay. 1, 2, since that's my most abundant resource. I'm going to place this one. So I could just place it here,
Okay.
but I don't think I want to because it's going to cost me a bunch of things. I want to get this here so that maybe I can bridge this way.
Okay.
There we go.
Very good. All right, back to me. I'm going to go back here and build 2 routes. So I'm going to build 1 canal. So it's going to be these 3 again.
Wow.
And I'm building straight because I guess I could build upwards. But there's really no point in building upwards. I might as well go this way just in case there's another card that benefits from canals. I could build it here.
Totally, yeah.
So I'm going to go straight this way. That's going to get me 2 clay. 1, 2. And then I'm going to build a rail. So rails cost 1 iron and 1 wood.
Correct.
So 1 and 1. And I'm going to build this way. Oh, the decision making.
Well, there's only 3 places you can really build, right? Here, here, or here.
I'm definitely going to build either here or here.
Okay.
Now, I honestly don't really know that it matters, right? So I'll just go straight
Okay.
this way.
That's
Because
not
at least,
that's the wrong one. Yep.
at least this way, it helps encircle this building.
Yep.
So I can activate it soon. So that's it.
And it gets your railroad out a little bit more.
Yeah, so now that I built those, I met the requirements for this card, and I just have to build out a road here, one of the 2, and then I would have met the requirements for that card as well. I would just have to meet the activation requirements to activate them.
You do. So I'm going to move on over into the slot here.
No.
I think I need some money because you're killing me on this money thing.
Okay.
So there we go. I'm going to take the money, and then I'm going to build out a couple roads and a path. So I'm going to build out, I think, 2 roads and 1 path.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and take some roads. I'm going to take I have no idea where these are going to need to go.
Then do you need to build those out right now?
Yes, because it's going to be points, right? Like this is the time. And plus, like, my brick is getting dangerously close to its max, and I don't want to waste it.
I see.
So I got to get points somehow. So let's go ahead and I'm going to build out 2 roads, please. A vertical and a horizontal.
Okay, so one of each?
Yes. And let's toss this one here. Let me make sure there's not a mistake what I'm doing over here.
Did you pay yet?
No. So 1, 2. There we
Okay.
go. Yeah.
Just in case.
Let's go ahead and build this road into this slot here because I'd like to encircle this with no paths going into this one so that I can get the most bang for my buck there.
Okay.
And then I have 1 more that I can build. I can build a
Yes.
path, which costs clay. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'll build a path.
Okay.
I'm going to cross that down.
Long or short?
Let's go long.
Long. There you go.
So I'll go long, and I'm going to put this one here. So hopefully I can get this and then put something in there and then try to score.
Very good.
Okay, it's getting tense. I've built out all these like routes, but I don't really know what the heck is going to go in them yet. So I'm trying to find the perfect card to just be like, yes, perfect.
It's a mix of trying to plan for the buildings that are already out, and also if you can't build, then maybe you use the opportunity to build routes, but you don't know what you'll need. So the planning is hard.
Tough.
All right, I'm going to go here. So I'll collect the coin.
Yep.
I'm going to build a building, and I was debating between these 2 because these 2 buildings really play off of the roads, and I really have not been building those. So I'm going to build this one because this requires so many resources. So I'm building the Bootman Shed. It costs 2 clay, and I'm going to place it here. When I activate it, it'll give me benefits depending on how many of the canals I have adjacent. I can basically turn in ore for clay and brick. So there's that. In addition, I can build either a path or a road. Roads are expensive.
They
from
cost
what I
brick,
remember.
yeah.
Oh, they cost brick. I do have a lot of
You
brick.
have a lot of brick, and you're going to make one more passively at the end of the round.
I guess I will build a road. So I'm going to spend the brick, and I'm going to build it up here so that I can activate this building.
Nice.
So I built the 4th route around the community center.
Okay.
And now I can activate it. It says if I have at least one bridge that's connected to it, which I do, I gain 3 wood and 3 money. So 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
And 3 coins.
3 buckos.
All right. It's nice activating your buildings.
That's good.
That is the serotonin release in this game.
All right.
All right, back to you for the final action of the round, Naveen.
Yikes. I want wood, right? Because I'm stuck here with this wood situation. So I can go here for 3 or I can go here for 4, but also get a coin out of it.
I mean, do you need to build canals? Because that will get you your... Well, these are going to replenish.
They are going to replenish.
So 4 is better than 3?
4 is better than 3. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the 4 because, yes, okay, I will. Yes, I will. I'm going to go there. I'm going to get myself 4.
Oh, that
There
was
we
hard.
are.
That was tough.
Yikes.
All right, that is the end.
End.
So let's refill these.
Okay, 2
So
more.
2 more. We have the wholesale trade for 12
Whoa.
points. This is going to be for each adjacent
Different type
different
of
route.
Yep.
You get 1 wood and 1 point.
Plus it's worth 12.
Plus it's worth 12. It's nice. And then the 5th building is a fishing boat for 8 points. If you have 1 or more adjacent canals, then for each canal that you have anywhere on your board, you get 2 points. What?
That's perfect for me,
That's just perfect
for everybody.
for everybody.
Yikes.
All right. If you would like to do your free
Yeah, I'm going to
rotate,
do it. I'm going to do it.
do so now.
Okay.
These 2 get 1 coin, and then 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Okay, there
And
you
I am
go.
now first
There you are.
player. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. All right, we are going. So I don't know what to do now. I guess building a second bridge is not bad. But honestly, I think I have to build a building because this was really good. When I was reading it out loud, it sounded fantastic.
Yeah, it's really
So I'm
good.
going to go here, which will allow me to do both. So let me build the building first. I'm going to build a fishing boat. So it's going to cost me 2 wood, 1, 2, 1 iron, and 2 coins. So 1, 2. It's 8 points, and this is the one that, because I have built out my canals, so I'll be able to turn them in for points if I can completely surround this, which means I need it to be adjacent to a canal, and so I'll put it
That's
here
perfect, yeah.
because it's already halfway to getting activated,
Totally.
right?
Yeah.
And then now I can build a bridge, right, in addition. So that's going to cost 1 wood, and this one gets me points, so I guess I'll do that.
Okay.
So this is my second activation of the mine, which means I can no longer activate it for the rest of the game. I activated this earlier. It gets me 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, which I believe is ore. I get 2 coins. And because I had that rail, remember, on the edge of my board,
You get 2 points.
I get 2 points. So there is a 2-point chit. Be cautious
Don't
of that.
accidentally grab the 5.
Them
Yeah.
up. Exactly. Okay, back to you.
Oh boy. Well, I'm so glad you didn't take this spot because
Why?
I've been desperate for this spot so much. So I'll take the coin that goes with it.
Okay.
I'm going to build, the first thing I'm going to build is a canal. So I can build up to 2 things. The first one is a vertical canal, please.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, perfect. So I'm going to enclose both of these, right? So that means I get to activate both.
Yes. Pay the cost first.
Yes. So it's going to cost me 3 coins. 1, 2, 3. Off it goes. I get 2 clay out of
Yes.
it.
Okay.
And then now I get to activate both of these because they're both encircled here.
Yeah, so this is an example of when you met the activation requirements of both at the same time
Yep.
using the routes.
Routes, not the bridges.
Yes. And again, activating both this way allows you to take the effects of both, unlike the bridges. So this is a good thing.
Yeah, and I get to choose which one I activate because this is very important. My
Okay.
iron is 1 away here, so if I was to activate this one,
Yeah.
then I would potentially be kind of maxing out. So I think I might be still okay, but just in case.
Okay.
So I'm going to activate this one here.
Uh-huh.
This one wants no paths around it. So because there's no paths around it, I can spend 2 iron, 1, 2, to get myself 4 coins and 5 victory points.
Wow. Here, I'll give you a 5 if you give me 1.
Uh-huh.
There's
So I get
5.
4 coins.
And how many victory points?
5.
5. There
So
you go.
5 chit.
There's a fiver.
There's a 5 chit. There we go. That
All right.
That felt good. So that's that. And then this one right here, this one wants different types of routes around it. So I have 1 road, 1 canal, and 1 path. So I did not have the rail, which would have been perfect. So I have 3 here. So I get 3 coins, and then I get 1 iron back.
All right.
So 3 coins.
So here's 1, 2, 3. Now look at you and your money.
I needed this. That was a big one for
You
me.
have 9. 9 money.
I
You
do.
can build 3 canals with that.
I could. And I still have 1 more build. So that was just interrupting that. So now I can build 1 more thing.
Okay.
I'll build another road. So I'm going to spend a brick.
Okay.
And then can I have a small road?
There you go.
Perfect. So it's just primed and ready. I'm going to just toss it right in there. Just need to drop something in there and then boom.
Check out that spot.
Yes.
That's nice. All right.
That's a good one.
Done?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to go here so that I can activate some buildings. So I'm going to build out 3 routes of either paths or roads. So I will build 2 roads and 1 path.
Okay.
I guess. So let me just see. I'm going to build the 2 roads here just in case this. Oh, actually, I guess it doesn't matter. The ideal thing would be for me to build a canal here, but there's only so much time left, honestly.
Yeah.
So I will do this. So it's going to be 2 roads and a path, which is means 2 brick
And a clay.
1 clay.
Yep.
Okay. So I'll build this here, and I'll build this here, right?
Yep.
And then I'll build this one here.
Ooh.
So
Activate them both,
I'm going to
huh?
activate both of these.
Yeesh.
Starting with the hoisting crane, it says if I have at least 1 rail, then I get 3 wood. So 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
And then at the bottom here it says if I have at least 1 canal adjacent to it, I also get 1 ore, 1 coin,
And 2 points.
and 2 points. So there's 2 points. Okay. Now over here it says if I have at least one road, 1 rail, and 1 canal, then I get 1
Iron.
an
ore.
ore.
2
2
coins.
coins.
And 2 points.
And 2 points. That is so nice.
Too
All
nice.
right. Too nice.
Too
All right,
good.
that's it.
Yeesh.
I think that was everything. Where did I go? Here? Yeah, I built all 3.
Yep.
Okay. So back to you.
Oh, boy. I feel like I should build something. So I think I'm going to go ahead and slip on over into this slot here. I'd like to build a structure. So I'm going to
Okay.
take the coin. So let's go ahead and build. I think this one works for me pretty well
No.
because it wants me to have a bunch of roads.
Yeah, that's
You
why I
wanted
was
this?
building roads.
Oh, no. I have so many roads built.
You do.
So this is going to cost 3 wood.
Yeah.
So we go from 3 to 0. That's not good. 2 brick. 1, 2. So I'm out of brick. And then 3 coins. 1, 2, and 3. There we go.
Nice.
So this one right here, it's worth 4 points. It's
Yeah.
the patrician house. I'm just going to slip it right into here.
That's perfect.
So what it says is, as long as there's 1 next to it, so it's going to activate right now.
Yeah.
I count up all the roads that are in my my whole district. So it's
Your
1,
whole
2,
board,
3,
yeah.
4, 5, 6, and I get 6 coins. I can max out at 7, but I'm only going to get 6 for right now. But that's 6 points.
So the next time when you plan on activating it again, just
Try to get one
build
more.
out more
Yeah.
roads in the meantime.
Exactly.
Well,
And
now
then
I can forget about that.
I am going to
building.
do an anytime action before I forget.
Okay.
I'm going to spend 1 coin
Yeah.
to boot this up so I can get a passive brick later.
All right, because we are nearing the end of the round.
Mm-hmm.
With my last action, I'm just going to go here. I debated going here, but this gets me 2
Money.
coins.
Yeah,
so
money's
money is nice. It gives you access. So I'm going to go here. I was thinking about building a bridge, but I'm scared that if I build a bridge in an area that lets me activate, it'll put me past my max. I
Yep.
could technically go here, but I do need more clay. So I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
Keep it simple.
Clay's good.
All right, that's the end of the round. So we're going to refill. We are nearing. Oh, this is it. So
This is it for this phase.
for
It's
this
not-
phase, we're
the game's
gonna
not over.
we're gonna have a 6th building.
Right.
All right. So first we have the mansion for 15 points. This just gets you 2 wood and 2 ore. But if it's for each canal that it's adjacent to, you also get 1 coin.
Yep.
So that's worth a lot of points, but it's also very expensive. It costs 6 coins. Okay, you have to do the math on that. And then we have the estate for 5 points. If it is connected by 1 or more bridges, then you get all of these resources. It's one of
yes.
each type. Yes, one of everything. And since we depleted the orange stack, we do have an augment to this worker placement spot. Instead of building out this combination of routes, alternatively, you can build 1 bridge, 1 path, and 1 road. So there's that. That's nice. And now that we've depleted the stack, we are going to get a 6th building of the blue color. And this is the cabinet maker for 7 points. This, when activated, gets you 2 wood. And then, depending on the number of roads it's adjacent to, you can trade wood for money.
Money, yeah.
So if you only have 1 road adjacent to it, you can trade maximum 5 wood for 5 coins, up to the max of 8 wood.
So that would have been good for like something like here. You
Yeah.
plop it in, and then if you have a bunch of wood, then you
Right.
send it out.
Yeah. So for the rest of the game, we're going to have 6 buildings face up at the end of each round. And again, once this stack is depleted, that will signal the final round. So we're getting close. It's just really going to be dependent on our building habits. So let's go ahead and place the coins. And then you are going to be the next.
I am first.
First player.
Oh man, it's got to be an ideal spot for me.
I mean, there are
What
only
is
7 actions. 7
I know,
action
but what's
spots.
the best for me and
Worst
for
me?
you? Yeah, exactly. You're bridging, huh?
Oh, wait, we did not turn our wheels
Right.
if you
I
want
did
to.
spend that buck for this.
Yeah.
I think I need another structure and a building. So the only place that I can do that is here. So let's go ahead and drop that in there.
You can build a bridge.
Yeah, I think I'm going to build a bridge. And in order to build a bridge, I need wood. So I have to spend 1 coin to
Okay.
represent the wood. And then I'm going to spend said wood to go ahead and build myself a bridge.
Okay.
So let's do that one first.
There
and
you
I
go.
think I'm going to just drop this one in right over here. So
Okay.
this one says, I scored this earlier, so I'm going to get the max here. Because I have 2 paths and 2 canals, I'm going to get 2 brick, 1, 2, and I'm going to get 3 ore, 1, 2, 3. So this one is maxed out. It's been fully surrounded and 2 bridges on it.
Okay.
Okay, and then now, because I have brick, I can most likely buy one of these structures here.
Okay.
I think I'm going to go for this wholesale trade. So this one's going to cost 1 clay,
Okay.
1 brick,
Yep.
2 iron, 1, 2, and 3 coins.
It's 12
It's
points.
worth 12 points though. And then this one wants to be a bunch of unique routes.
Oh, just like your other one.
Just like my other one. So the way I see it is if I put one here and I just build a rail here, that'll be 3 towards it.
Yeah.
Plus then I can potentially bridge, but I think I actually want to put it here.
Okay.
And the reason for that is because only so many bridges can be attached. So I'm trying to like do this bridge like kind of sway that way.
Okay.
Like bridge cascading effect. Hopefully there's enough time in the game.
All right, back to me. I'm going to go over here since this is the only other place that we can build. I don't want that stolen from me.
Yeah, I would have done it. I would have done there.
I'm going to
Yep.
take this.
Ooh.
It's a
I
challenge.
also would have taken that one. That was going to be the very next move.
2, 1, 2. That makes it even sweeter to hear you say that.
I was going to go there and take that one.
Well, I'm taking it.
Yeah, nice.
Placing it here. And then for the route, I will build a
Path or road?
I'm going to build a path
Path.
here. So that's going to cost me, is it a brick? Yeah. Oh no, I'm out of brick. It's not good. That's it.
Yeah, pretty good. Eesh. All right, then I think I have to go here. And I'm going to do the alternate at the top there.
So a bridge.
So bridge, path, and road.
Okay.
So, okay, I have
Don't forget your coin.
Yes. Speaking of which, coin.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and just...
Anytime action.
action to make it wood to make bridge. So there we go.
Okay. There you go.
So now I'm going to just plop this one here.
Okay.
And so now I have 2 bridges going into this. And so I'm going to spend, basically, I'm going to be able to spend 2 iron,
Yep.
1, 2, to get 4 coins and 5 points. So it's 9 points.
Wow.
But I've maxed out that. It is done.
How many points? 5?
5 plus
And
4
4.
coins. So
That was so good because you got, so that was 18.
18 points,
18
right? 'Cause
points.
9 I maxed out, plus an
Jeez.
extra 4 here. So
That, I have regrets about that card.
that was a good card.
What can you do?
Yeah. Well, I guess that's good for when I just built out a bunch of things and then it's like, well, I guess that works.
Yeah.
So just make that work.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Plus, each of these are -1
Yeah.
at the end of the game. So you definitely want to build out
Build out,
routes.
yeah. So that was just the bridge alone. And now I can build, I believe it's a path and a road. Knowing that I want a path here at some point in order to close this thing off, let's go ahead and put a path right here. So I'm going to spend 1 clay. I might have some vertical path, please.
The long one?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
There we
Oh, wait, no,
go.
that's
a short one. Yeah.
Sorry.
Close.
There you go.
There we go. Perfect. Okay.
So 1 path, and you're going to do
A road is just a
a
brick,
road
right?
as well? Yeah.
It is a point. Let's do it now. So I'm going to put this one down like that. And then let's go ahead and just build a road right over here.
There you go.
Okay. Perfect. So now this encircles this. So for every different type of path, I get 1 wood and a point. So I have rail, road, and path. So I'm going to get 3 wood.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, and 3 points.
And 3 points. Here's
2 and a 1?
2 and 1.
Okay, perfect.
There you go.
Awesome.
Wow.
Awesome. I'm doing things.
You are doing things. Well, it is back to me then. Ugh, what do I want to do? It's hard. I guess I'll go here. I'll go here, and I'm going to build out definitely 1 canal. So that's 3. There's 3. I'm going to build out a canal right here. That's going to gain me 2 clay. 1, 2. And because it's the 4th route along here, I am going to score this. So this says for each canal I have adjacent to it, I can turn in either an ore or a coin for 1 brick and 1 clay. So I have 2 of them, which means I can do it twice. I'm going to do the ore
why not?
twice, which means I get 2 brick and 2 clay. Okay.
Very good.
Since I have a bunch of coins, oh no, I have so much clay. If I build another canal, it's going to
Wasty.
waste.
I have a suggestion for you. Are you willing to spend 2 coins right now to get to at anytime action do this?
Maybe.
All right.
Maybe this is the time.
This is a teaching game.
Naveen's unlocked a secret.
I have unlocked a little thing because I'm going to do it on my turn.
I'll do it.
Go ahead.
2 coins.
There you go.
That's an anytime action that I always
Anytime
forget
action,
is
'cause
there.
We get it free at the end of the round.
you can do it
during the
in
game. You
round.
can.
Okay.
Yes. There you go.
All right.
So you've converted 2 coins into 2 valuable resources.
Yeah, the second route will be another canal. So here's another 3.
Yep.
And I will build a canal. Oh, where do I want to build it? Just like
Taking
that.
a chance on a big
Taking
canaler.
chance on a well, there's something there that I don't want to point it out, but
It's this one. I see it.
1, 2.
Yeah.
Okay, that's me.
That's you. Okay. I'm going to do some anytime action stuff. So I'm going to spend a coin
Mm-hmm.
to gain one of these. Then I'm going to spend 2 more coins to just shift this over like that.
Okay.
Just because I would like that to happen. And then as another anytime action, I'm going to spend another coin to move this over like that.
Okay.
And then I'm going to come on down into this spot here, and I'm going to build a bridge.
Oh, okay.
So I'll spend 1 wood to build a bridge, and I think I want to put that bridge right over here.
I'm very curious to
Okay.
know why you spent all that money.
So this one goes here, and then this one's going to activate. So I have 3 different types, 1, 2, 3 different types of paths around it,
Yeah.
or routes around it. So I'm going to get 3 coins and then 1 iron.
Okay.
So 1 that, and then 3 coins.
There you go.
There we go. Perfect.
Done?
Yep.
All right, well, that is the end of the round. So let's go ahead and replenish our buildings. We have a slow train, not a fast train, a slow one. It's 6 points. If you have 2 or more, oh no! If you have 2 or more adjacent rails, then I'm going to read this from the glossary. If there are at least 2 rail tracks adjacent to the structure, you gain 1 coin for each 90-degree angle with 2 rail tracks anywhere on your board. So as an example, I have a 90-degree
Yeah,
angle
there you
here,
go.
but this would have to be adjacent to a rail track, which is going to be tough for me. But maybe good for you. That would be
No.
great for you if you put it here and you build a rail right there.
That seems like a lot of work to do that.
It's just one one rail.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 5. 1 more. We have the floating crane. That's worth 4 points. 1 or more canals. You can turn in 1, 2, or 3 iron for 5, 7, or 9 points. So it's not dependent on how many canals you have. You just have to be adjacent to at least 1.
Wow, wow, wow.
Okay.
Okay, that seems pretty good.
Yeah. So that's that. Go ahead and rotate
Passive.
your wheel if you'd like.
I do.
I'm going to replenish these. So 1, 2, and then we
All the
begin
top.
again.
1, 2.
3, and 4. So it looks like we have, can we just count how many cards are in here?
Sure.
I don't know if that's public knowledge, but we're going to check.
Why not?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's really dependent
So-
on our building.
As soon as we build 5 more buildings that will trigger the end of the round,
Yeah.
there's only 2 possible areas for building buildings each round. So that's going to be another
Couple more rounds.
Three rounds-ish, right? I'm going to start by going here because bridges are now super valuable. So I'm actually going to start by building a bridge. So it's 1 wood, and I'm going to place this bridge here. I'm running into an issue here where if I build a second bridge on accident that connects
They're too
say,
interconnected.
these 2,
Yeah.
then I won't be able to activate one of their effects. So what I would want to do is build out that way instead.
This is kind of how I'm doing my bridge chain.
Yeah.
Like that. I'm trying to do that
Smart.
that way. Yeah.
But this does activate this effect for its final time. And we already talked about it earlier. I meet all the requirements. So I get 1 iron, 1 ore,
2 coins and 2 points.
and 2 points. And the coins are integral because I need them in order to build the building that I want to build.
Okay.
So 2 points.
To build the
Okay.
building you want to build.
Yes.
Are you doing a mansion?
I'm building the mansion.
You are.
So 3 clay, 1, 2, 3, 2 brick, 1 iron,
Yep.
and 6 money. So it's all of this. I have the exact amount
Oh, wow.
that I needed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. This says it's 15 points, but it's hidden behind all these fees that I just had to pay, right?
You net 6 points out of it.
Terrible, like a terrible sale.
Like if you do nothing
So-
with it, you net 6 points, right? Because brick times 2 plus 1 iron is 3
Yeah.
plus 6 coins.
And the thing that's nice is it's per adjacent canals. So
Perfect for that
there's
situation.
no other building here that'll give me a per canal benefit.
And you're pushing endgame.
I am
There you
pushing
go.
end game. So we do have to build twice every round for it to be that 3 rounds.
Yikes. Even though this looks nice, I think I have to go here. I think I need to get some bridges going. So I'm going to take a coin.
Okay. And
I'm
you can do
gonna-
the top
I'm
one.
doing the top one, yeah. So
right.
let's do the bridge first. So
All right.
I have no wood. This is going to represent the anytime down.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and get that bridge.
There you
Let's
go.
Go ahead and slip this one in here. So now we're going to activate this.
Mm-hmm.
So for every road I have, let me actually before I do that,
Okay.
because I can build another road, let's build the road first.
Okay.
So let's not build the bridge.
So you get the wood.
I get the coin back.
Okay. So you want the you want to
back.
go all the way to the beginning of the
All the
turn.
way to the beginning of the turn.
Okay.
So I'm going to do the road first because I can do any order. So let's go ahead and build a road right here.
Okay. So that's a
So
brick.
1 brick. Yes, please.
There's your road.
There we go.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so road is built there. So then now I'm going to go ahead and do the thing where I spend a coin to
build
get
the
the wood to get the bridge.
There you go.
And then now I'll go down onto this one because I now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
Because I can max out at 7 coins, I get 7 coins. Anything above that, I get a wood.
Wood. Okay.
Yeah.
So 7 coins. Very good. And that is the final time that you'll be activating
That one. So
that
7
building.
coins is 7 points.
Oh, you have so much money.
Money is points.
Yeah.
So hopefully that's going to work out for me. And then now I can build a path. And honestly, I probably should because it's a negative point. So path is going to cost
A clay.
a clay. So I'm going to do 1 coin for the clay to bring it back down.
Okay.
And let's go ahead and get myself a path, please.
what-
Let's just do a short path.
A short path. There
Yeah,
you go.
There we go. So I'll just put this one here. So maybe if I can surround this, then I can score that.
Very good. All right, back to me. I'm going to go to this spot while I can.
Okay.
So I'm going to take the coin. I think I'm going to build the floating crane. When we were talking about it earlier, that sounded way too good.
Yeah, it's good.
So it's going to cost 1 wood. So it's my last wood, and then 1 iron. And I do need to be adjacent to a canal.
Which you
so
have a bunch of.
I'll place it there.
Cool.
In addition, I can build a route, maybe a path.
path is cheap.
I have a lot of clay.
Yeah.
So I'll do a path, and I'll put it here,
Allowing you to activate it.
allowing me to activate this building because I don't have any more wood, and this will get me wood. So it's 2 wood and 2 ore. 1, 2, 1, 2. And then if it's for each canal that it's adjacent to, I get 1 coin. So I have 3
coins.
canals. So 3 coins. So
That's good.
there we go. All right, back to you.
Ooh, okay. I'm short on clay. I see clay. If I go there, I get 4. I think I have to do it. So I'm going to go here. I'll take 3 points, 3 coins, really,
It's nice.
and 4 clay.
But who's counting, right?
Points are how you win. So
Points are
0
how
to
you
4. Maybe I can get a win from that play right there. Who knows?
Back to me for the final action, and I think I'm going to go here.
You are
So
going
it
to do it.
gets me a coin. I'm going to build 2 routes, and I basically just want to enclose this because enough is enough. I don't want the game to end without me activating this building.
Yeah, it's good.
Hopefully twice. So my first route will be a canal. So here's 3 money. I'm going to do a long
You
canal
get 2 clay out of it.
here, and I get 2 clay because that's the other thing that's nice about it.
Yep.
And then I could do 1 more. I don't have enough for another canal, and I can't build out a rail over here. So I might as well. I'm gonna do a path
Yeah.
because I have so much clay. I'll do that, and I'll fully enclose this, so then I can activate my fishing boat. So it says if I'm adjacent to at least 1 canal, then for every canal that I have on my board, I get 2 points.
Ooh.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yikes.
So 14.
That's
That's
too
nice.
good.
I'm
I
gonna
think
take
that's too
it
good.
20, 2, 4, 6. That is a nice
That is way too good.
thing. I just made a big, stunning error.
Uh-huh.
This just goes to show that if you're playing this game, you need to look up cards in the glossary because
have
things
to.
are not what they seem. I misspoke earlier. This is now not how the fishing boat works. And I planned my entire late game strategy around this. So this is going to hurt real bad. So the way that the fishing boat works is if it's adjacent to one or more canals,
Then it's eligible.
you get 2 points for every canal that is on the edge of your entire industry board. I don't have any canals along the edge of
And
my board.
the way that's indicated is that little gray line right above it, right there.
There's no real way that I can remedy this besides just taking back my last action
Yeah.
if Naveen will let me do
Sure.
it.
Yeah, that makes
But
sense. Yeah.
either way, I need to take back.
Give back 14 points.
I need to get back 14 points.
Yeah. That's good. Because could you imagine doing that twice?
This is really bad because I built out a lot of canals here thinking that they were each going to be worth 2 points. So this is, I mean, it's my error. I didn't look it up. But if I lose, which is quite possible now, that was why.
Excellent.
I'm
So you gave back the points.
sad.
So are you not going to build? You're not going here anymore then,
I
basically.
guess not, because that stinks. This is gonna get me 0. I'm never gonna activate this. This is dead to me, this fishing boat.
Okay, so the last thing you did was you got a clay.
Yeah.
You get a clay and put the path
I
back.
get a clay, put back the path.
Then-
I spend 2 clay and
2
I
clay is
get
what you got
3
as a result of the canals.
coins back.
Yes.
For the canal. Gosh. Anywho, instead of going there, I will go here and build a bridge.
There you go.
It's gonna cost me 1 wood. And I will just build it here and activate my community center for the final time. Remember this?
Yeah.
Center that I built a long
There you
time
go.
ago? So
3 wood and
3 wood.
3 coins.
1, 2, 3, and 3 coins.
Seems pretty good.
Wow. That was sad.
Ooh.
Okay, that is the end of the round.
Yep.
So let's go ahead and go into end of round stuff. So 2 more buildings. We have the Grand Hotel for 16 points. If it is adjacent to at least 1 canal and 1 road, then it's 1 wood, 2 coins, and 3 points. That seems straightforward. I'm not going to look that one up in the glossary,
Yeah.
but we will be more cautious. So now we have the Assembly Hall for 6 points. If it's adjacent to 1 or more road, you get 3 coins. If there are at most 7 structures on your industry board, you gain 4 prestige. With at most 8, 9, or 10, it decreases.
Oh, I see.
So how many
that's
buildings?
interesting.
I have 4, 8, I have
That's not
9.
a good one for
So
you.
this is not good for me.
No.
No. Okay. Well, there you go. And we have 3 left. So
Face down.
sorry. I'm disheveled now. I don't know what's what.
She's upside down.
I'm upside down.
Upside
Would
down.
you like to? I'm not going to turn my wheel. I guess I will because that's 2 points. Yeah, I'm going to turn my
Yeah,
wheel.
I'm turning my wheel. Yep.
Okay.
There we go.
And then let's go ahead and get 1 coin on this.
that
Wood is worth a lot. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. And you are going to be first.
Me.
In the final, this is like the final 2 rounds of the game or something. Mm-hmm. So that's for you. There you go.
Wow. Okay, I really like this card.
The Grand Hotel.
It's worth a lot of points, and I think I can do it. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go on into this spot here.
Okay.
So I will build it first. So let's go ahead and it costs me 1 wood. So I'm gonna have to pay a coin for the wood. Okay, so there you go. 2 clay. 3 brick. 1, 2, 3. Yikes.
Wow.
And 7 coins. 5, 6, 7.
Oh, that's
But it's
super
worth
expensive.
16 though. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this one, and this is a good spot for it because it needs to be next to a canal and a road, which this is. And then now I'm gonna go ahead and build a bridge. So let's build a bridge by spending wood. So this is gonna represent my wood.
Okay.
And then can I have a bridge, please?
Yes. There you go.
And I'm gonna just drop this one in right over here so I can get this one. So this now I have 2 bridges going into that.
Very good.
So for every canal, I get a wood and an ore. So I have 2 canals next to it. So it's gonna be 1, 2, and then and then it's gonna be 1, 2, just like that.
Nice.
There we go.
I'm going to go here. Did you take your coin?
No, thank you. Yeah.
Ooh, silly. Okay, I'm going to go here, and I'm not going to do the top. I'm going to do the bottom, which is 3 routes, because I'm
Buildings.
going to fully enclose my floating crane while I still have a bunch of iron. I hope I'm doing this right.
Okay.
So paths and roads. Let's do
Path,
2 and
road.
1.
Yeah.
1, 2, and 1. There, I paid. So I'll do road and road.
Okay.
then I'll put a path here just in case. Just in case.
Nice. And you get to score that.
Or, yeah.
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 Oh,
Yeah,
good.
I don't think it really matters, actually. And then I can score this.
Right.
So just for having a canal adjacent, I could spend 1, 2, or 3 irons. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3.
To get 9
To get
points.
9 points. So
Solid.
that's a little bit better after
good.
the blunder. The blunder from earlier. Here's 9 points.
Okay.
Okay.
So I think I'm going to go here then. Take these
Okay.
2 coins. And then I'd like to build a couple paths. I would like to surround this thing right here. So I'll build 1 canal and 1 path.
Okay.
So a canal is going to be, I'll just put a canal
A
right
long
here,
canal?
a long canal.
Okay.
So it's going to cost me 3 coins. There you go.
Get 2 clay.
I get 2 clay, 1, 2, and then with 1 clay, I'm gonna do a path, and I'll just close this one off right here.
Okay.
So that's that new Grand Hotel is now in business.
Congratulations.
So because I have at least 1 canal
Yeah.
and 1 road, I get 1 wood,
Yep.
2 coins,
2
and 3
coins.
points.
Here's your
So
2 coins
1 wood,
and 3
2
points.
coins,
You are racking up the
3
points,
points.
there.
Got to get more points.
There you go.
Got to keep them going.
I think I'd rather live in your
We'll find out at the very, very
Neighborhood.
end.
I'm going to take a real simple action, and I'm just going to go here. Oh my gosh, there are 3 coins right there. That's 3 points.
Yeah.
Who needs that wood right now?
Wood, yeah, the wood is kind of. The funny thing is, clay is needed on 1, 2, 3, 4 different buildings or structures.
I'm going to go. I'm going to do it.
Yeah,
4
clay.
clay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna go here and build a structure. So
Haha.
take the coin.
I had
Haha.
a feeling you wouldn't be going there.
Oh,
Anyway.
is that what you wanted?
Yeah, I was like, maybe he's not going to take the wood. There's no
Yeah.
risk in me.
So I think I'm gonna build this one.
Okay.
This one is the assembly hall. It's gonna be worth 6 points. So it's gonna cost 2 wood, 2 clay, 1, 2, and then 1 coin. And then I'm gonna just drop it in right here. And this one basically says it's gonna score now or activate. Because it's next to at least 1 road, I get 3 coins. And then for the maximum amount of cards or structures I have in place, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So then I'm also going to get another 3 victory points as well.
Because you have 8?
I have 8, yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Why didn't, I don't know why I didn't build. So you get 3? So I'll take back 2?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I should have built a building there. I don't
Yeah,
know.
and then now I get to either do a path or a road. So roads I cannot because I'm in this situation here.
Okay.
So I will do a path. So in order to do that, I need to spend a coin to get the clay that I'm going to use. And then I'll just go ahead and put a path right here,
A long path.
a long path. That way I can just activate this building here. So now for every canal I'm next to, I get wood and ore. So I get 1, 2, and 1, 2. And then I will spend as a free action. I'm going to spend this to go like that.
So that you can turn your
So
wheel.
I can turn my wheel, exactly.
All right.
Yep.
Well, the time is now. We're at the end of the round. So we get 2 more.
2 more, yeah.
1, 2. And if one person
Builds.
next round will be the last round.
Then the next round will be
The
it.
next one,
Yeah.
right? Because
Okay.
it's if you can't refill, then that triggers the final round.
Exactly.
Yes. Okay. By the way, we have the scaffolding business for 6 points. Looks like for each structure on the industry board you have not activated, you may trade 1 iron for
have
3
not
prestige.
activated.
Whoa! You can always check if something's been activated based off of how many routes are around it and how many bridges are connected to it.
Dude, none.
Yeah.
I can't do any of this.
That's why it's a good late game
Yeah.
card, because it's like you know.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you never know what cards are going to be in the deck you're playing with, because out of the entire A deck, you only play with a certain number of the cards. So
Depending
we're
on.
not playing with the entire A deck here. We also have metal processing for 7 points. For each structure on a corner space of the industry board, you may trade 1 iron for 3 prestige. So you and I are tied. If you put, I guess
surrounding it's going to be a little difficult.
you also have to have iron
Yeah.
to take advantage of that. But that's
I do
that.
have iron.
So go ahead and turn your wheel if you'd like to.
Yes.
I'm going to refill these. Wood is real nice now.
Wood is nice. So you're going to be first player.
I am.
I'll just move these out.
3, 4. Okay.
Okay. This is probably the second to last round,
Yes.
I would imagine.
This is definitely the second to last round, I
Yep.
think. 4 points right there.
4 points is good. Yeah.
This might be dumb.
No, it's good.
Is it
I think that's good.
silly? I'm gonna go here. Because you also need to spend wood to build bridges.
You do.
So I'm just taking 4 wood. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, back to you.
Yeah, that was good. So I'm going to go up here.
Oh.
Oh, sorry. Leave one behind. Yeah. I'm I'm gonna go up here and do this one. So I'm gonna take a coin. I'm gonna do the bridge first. So bridge is gonna cost me 1 wood.
Yep, there you go.
All right, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just place this here. Now that's gonna activate this one.
Okay.
So I get 1, 2, 3 wood back. 1, 2, 3, and then 3 points.
Here you go. 3 points. Oh my gosh.
Is that a 2 and a 1?
You're doing real well here.
I just want to keep doing well, you know?
I think you will.
Because, I don't know, sometimes you pull out some things.
Not this time.
Okay. Okay, and so that's half my action. The next one is, I think I want this card, the one that says things in the corners.
Okay.
Can I do it, though? So it's going to cost me 2 brick. Now, in order to do 2... Oh, this is going to be expensive. Because I need to spend 1 plus another 2, right, to do that. So now I have 2 brick. Okay, so I'll do that. So here's, can I have 2 back, please?
Yep.
Well, because this costs 2 brick, I only had 1 brick. So I had to move the clay out of the way for 1 to then do the anytime action to spend 2 to close it off to get an extra brick.
So you spent 3 total.
Correct, yes.
Okay.
Which stinky because this was just kind of hanging out here. So I think it just got like passively pushed. So then now, so I spent 1 wood already. Here's 2 brick. And then I'm going to be spending 3 coins.
Yep.
So 1, 2, 3, they go out. And then this is going to go into the top corner. It's worth 7 points. And then if I can actually score it, it's going to be worth...
However, you have so much iron.
Iron, yeah. So I can get 9 points out of it.
You can get... Yes, because it's for however many are in the corners.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right, I'm going to go here. So I get a coin. I'm going to take the top action.
Okay.
And...
So 1 bridge, 1 path, and 1 road, I believe? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to start by building a bridge.
Okay.
So 1 bridge, and I'll build it here.
Okay.
So I can activate that for its final time.
Okay.
So this is...
3 wood.
3 wood. 1, 2, 3. Whoa. And then 1, what is that?
1 ore, 1 coin,
1
and
coin.
2 points.
And 2 points. I almost forgot about that.
Yeah, that's good.
So there's 2 points. And then I'm going to build a road. So it's a brick, which I'll build up here.
Okay, boxing that in.
So this activates this for the first time.
Right.
If there are 1 or more roads adjacent to it, then I just look at my minimum of the basic resources, and that's how many coins I get.
So you have 4 coins?
So I get 4 coins.
Yeah.
I'll take a 5 and give
That's
back
a good
1. Oh, I can build a path too.
You can build a path, which is...
I guess I should. I'll spend a clay. Might as well do it.
There you go.
All right.
That was good.
That's me. Back
That
to
was
you.
Good. Yeah. Knowing that I have this card that I'm going to want to eventually activate, I might as well just tuck some sort of card up here in the corner, score the points that are on it, and never have to worry about surrounding it.
Oh,
so I think I'm going to go here. And then let's go ahead and build a structure. So I think the only one that actually makes sense is this one for me. Because I have so much iron, I can either spend iron or 3 coins. I'm going to spend 1 of those. And then this is worth 6 points. So I basically spent 1 point for 6 points.
Okay.
So I net 5 there by putting that up there. And then I get to either build a path or a road. Now I'm in the problem here where both of them are kind of stuck. So that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and build a path. So I'll spend a coin to bring this up, to bring it down, and then I'll take a path. Can I just have a vertical path, please? Oh,
There you go.
awesome. All right. That is the end of my round.
I can't believe I went first and I didn't build any structures.
Yeah.
For some reason, I got a little too in my head about the activating effects of my cards.
These
and
have points on them. So
trying to maximize them. Yeah.
I spent 1 to get 6 back. So.
What have I done? Well, for my final action, I will build a bridge.
Yeah, there you go.
It gives me a coin. Whoa, I have so much money.
You do. That's
I
points.
should exchange some of this. 3, 4, 5. I guess I'll just do it later. There's a 5.
Looks good.
I'll build a bridge, so it's going to cost me a wood. And I think I will...
So if you put here, you can only do 1 of them.
Yeah, I'm going to do this one.
Okay, there you go.
Because it's going to... I really want to activate this again.
Yeah.
Is my thing.
Definitely.
So this is going to be the minimum resource. It's going to be 3 coins. So I'll take
great.
5.
I think you're doing.
2?
I think you're doing really good too.
I don't know.
Yeah, no,
We'll
I think you're.
see. It's really hard to tell.
I cannot tell.
I can't tell either. But that is it. That is the end of the round.
Yep.
So let's refill
Ooh,
this.
I get 3 actions, huh?
You get 3 actions in the final round. Weren't you the one who went first?
It is what it is.
The final building
Yeah.
is the Coach Hall for 6 points. If if you have one road adjacent to this building and 5, 7, or 10 roads anywhere on your board, then you get 3 clay and 3, 5, or 7 points, depending on how many roads you have on your board. That is what I'm assuming it does. I could be wrong. Okay, I was close.
Okay.
So it's 5, 7, or 10 additional roads. So it's in addition to that one that's adjacent to this.
I see.
Okay, so would you like to rotate your wheel? I'm gonna rotate mine once. You don't have to.
Yeah. Woof. Well, do I need brick is the question.
You can think about that. You're going first in the final round. Here we go.
You know, yeah. Do you mind making change for me? So that goes out. I get, just give me 4 back because this is going to push up as at any time, and then it'll do that.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Back to you for the final round of the game.
Final one, huh?
I have no idea what's going to happen. I'm going to be dreaming of fishing boat nightmares.
Yikes, yikes, yikes. Okay, so I think the first action is I'm going to go here. I'm going to take these 2 coins, and then I'm going to build a road to start off.
Okay.
So I'll build a road by putting that down, and then I have a short road, so I can put that there.
There you go.
A short road's going to go at the top, and then I'm going to build a structure, and I'm going to build that new one that just came out right now. So I can spend 3 wood or 2...
No, 3 wood or 3 clay.
3 clay, sorry, and 2.
iron.
Yeah, okay, there you go. So I'm going to do 2 iron, and then I have to spend 3 of this.
Oh. So you have to spend 3 coins first if you want that.
Right.
Because you won't be able to spend and then spend the money. Yeah, there's something in the rulebook about you can do an anytime action in between if you're splitting up 2 different resources.
Yeah, I'll do it though. I will
Okay.
spend. So because I need 3 wood and I have only 2, I have to go up 1, spending 3.
Yes, because you spend a number of coins equal to whatever value it's going to be at.
Yeah, unfortunately. And then now all of this comes crashing back down. But then this is going to be worth 6 points, and it's going to be able to do its thing right now. So it is next to 1 road, and then I have how many additional roads, right? Is that what it wants?
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8.
Is
Yeah,
that right?
so I'm in that second tier here. So I'm going to get 3 clay.
And 5
1,
points.
2, 3, and then a 5-pointer. Yeah.
There you go. That's
There you go.
nice.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
I don't know what the net was in the end, but
Yeah, I mean, I only
something.
spent 3 coins, but I got 5 plus a bunch of other little things there.
very good.
Plus, I built a road, which is 2 points technically. So,
yeah,
Yeah.
not bad.
Okay.
Done?
Yep.
All right, back to me. I'm going to go here. Let's not snooze on building a structure this time.
No dilly dallying.
I'm going to build my bridge first. So it's 1 wood. And I'm going to place it here because this is the final round. So it's not like we'll be able to,
Yeah, do it.
activate things anymore. I'm going to activate the floating crane. I can turn in 3 iron, which I will. 1, 2, 3, for 9 points. Here's 10, and I'll give back 1. This one. Okay. Then I can build a structure. Let's see. This, I think I'll just do this, right? It's 7 points. I'm not going to be able to activate it, so I might as well. I think this might be better because it's 6 points. It won't require me to spend my clay because at the end of the game, you're going to get points equal to whichever your minimum is.
Yes, that's right.
If I spend my clay, it's going to be 0.
Right.
So I'll take this one. And it's a scaffolding business. It's 2 wood, 1, 2, 1 brick. And I'm just going to put it somewhere. I'll put it there. I'm
Sure.
not going to be able to activate it. So, all right, back to you.
Good. Okay, so I'm going to go here. And let's go ahead and take this coin. And then I'm going to do the top portion here.
Okay.
So I'm going to build a bridge. So in order to build a bridge, I have to spend a coin, right, to get this up, to come back down. Here you go. Can I have a bridge, please?
Sure.
And then by doing this bridge, I'm going to put it here. Now, this has 3 bridges, so I don't have to worry about this. This is already
Correct.
activated, but I'm activating this one here.
Yeah.
So I get 1 wood, 2 coins, and 3 points.
Nice.
So 1 wood,
2 coins.
2 coins,
And 1, 2, 3 points.
3
there
points. All right, perfect. And then, so now I can do the next thing, which is build a path and a road. So I will spend 2 coins to build a road. So I'm going to move that up. And then this will now go down to build a road.
you go. Oh,
please.
I see. So
Yeah.
you did the anytime action.
Yeah.
What length?
It doesn't matter. Let's just make it a short one if that's easy for you.
There you go.
Okay. And then I can build a path, correct? Is what I said?
Yes.
Okay. So then path will be my 1 clay, and
Yeah.
then can I have a long clay?
You have a long,
Long
path.
path. Sorry, it's been a long game. There you go. Okay.
Yes. Been a lot of talking.
And now we have encircled this one. So for every structure I have in the corner, I can turn in 1, 2, 3, 4 to get 3 times 4, 12 points.
Oh, you have, wow, you did it.
I did it.
Naveen, you deserve that. There's
So it's
20.
20. So you need
So I need 8
8
back, please.
5,
Wow.
6, 7, 8.
Oh my gosh.
So remember when I just bought this one? I spent 1 point to get technically
That's
a net
really good.
5. Plus, it helped me do this whole thing right here.
You know, I can't even be mad if you win this one.
I hope I win. We'll
Too
see.
good, too good. Done?
Yeah.
All right, this is my final action in the game. It's been a long game. There were some tears that were shed, so I have to think wisely here. I've min-maxed this a little bit, and I was debating between these 2 spaces because this is a new spot. This is you can build 2 routes. Alternatively, you can build a structure. That might be a game changer for me. Yeah, I think the math still works out where this is my best option.
Yeah.
Because anything that would require me to spend my clay would make it so that I get 0 points for these basic resources at the end of the game, and I cannot move my my dial unless I spend money to take anytime actions.
Right.
Where if I just build a bridge, which is just gonna cost me 1 wood, then I can activate my mansion.
Okay.
Because I'm doing this, which basically activates both of these. And when you build a bridge, that activates 2 things. You have to sacrifice one of their effects. So I'm going to sacrifice my boatman shed.
Okay.
Oh, it's boatman. I think I said bootman earlier. To activate my mansion, which is going to get me 3 coins. It also gives me resources.
It does, yeah.
2 wood and 2 ore, and then
And 3 coins.
3 coins. And that way I can still move my dial, because at the end of the game, you still get to move your dial for free once, which would allow me to still get the 1 point for this and 2 more points for my resources. Anyway, that was all the math that I was thinking in my head. My game is done. So Naveen, for the final action.
Well,
what would you like to do?
I think I have to go to that top right corner. Okay, I think I have a simple turn. I'm just going to go here, take the 2 coins, and then I think I'm just going to build 1 path with the 1 clay I have there. So
You'll start the
do
resources.
that. Yeah, I'll take a path. Just any path would work.
There you go.
There you go. Let's do a long path. Let's create a nice little edge. Why not?
Very good.
There we go.
That is the end. That's the end of the game.
The box says 45 minutes. I don't know what this is going to be like.
We've never played this at 45 minutes. Maybe we think too long.
It says
Do you
40.
play this?
It does say 45 plus.
Oh, maybe if you play the solo game.
Yeah, it's
the
45
solo game is
or
maybe
more.
45. Anyway,
Yeah.
it is the end of the game, but you can turn your dial 1 more time for free if you so choose. You can also do anytime actions if you want to.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Okay. All right, we're going to use a score sheet because I have no idea where we stand here. There's a lot of points to calculate. First things first, let's score points just for built structures.
Okay.
So the points that are on the cards themselves. Do you want me to go first or do you want to go first?
You can go first.
All right, so I have 7 plus 4, 11, 19, 23, 23 plus 15, 38.
38.
Plus 4,
42.
42, 46, 47, 47 plus 6, 53.
53.
Plus 8,
61.
61.
Very good.
All right, and you?
6 plus 6 is 12.
Yep.
Plus 7 is 19.
Yep.
Plus 12
19
is
plus 12.
31.
31.
Plus 6 is 37.
Yep.
38. Plus 6 is 44. Plus another 9.
53.
53, yes. Plus another 20.
53.
73.
73. Oh no. Okay.
My brain is really melty right
Yeah,
now.
my brain is also melted. Let's count our money. Let's separate our points. And how about you just count your money and then count your points and let me know.
I have 10 in coins.
10 in coins. Okay. I have 5, 10, 15, 20, 26.
Ooh. I have 42. What do you have?
42 points. I have 30.
Oh, this is going to be super close, I think.
We're going back and forth.
is not
you say
good.
42?
42.
Okay. Now you get points for any leftover valuable resources. So your iron and brick.
1 for me.
You have 1. I have 4. I have 2 and 2. It's not a huge difference. Your smallest
I have
value.
0.
I have 1.
Meaning like I have 0 and then her lowest is clay is
My
at
lowest
1.
is clay, and I have 1, so I get 1 point for that.
Okay.
You get 1 point for every route that's not a path. So let me just count mine real quick.
Sure. You want to go? I think it's easiest to go this way and then this way.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
Yeah.
14, 15, 16, 17. 17.
17.
Yeah.
I have one. I was a path man here, so this is one there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Oh no.
What did you have? 17?
Yeah,
17, 16. Okay.
Okay, count up all of your
Negativos.
negatives. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Minus 7 points.
As being a path man, I only have minus 1, 2, and 3.
Wow. It's not good. I think,
We'll
Naveen,
see.
I think you're doing well
I
here.
don't know.
Well, there's a lot
Do
of
the
math to be done, so I'm going to go ahead and do the math, and I'll get back to the final scores. All right. The scores are in, and it is me with 132 to Naveen with 139.
Oh, yes.
Good job.
Oh, thank you.
Boat.
Ah,
Good job.
thanks.
That was
Good
really
job.
tight.
Wow.
This game is quite tight.
That was really tight.
Wow. My brain is like a fried egg at the moment. How's yours?
Yeah, it's feeling better. It's feeling better now.
Good job. You are the winner today.
Oh
you
my
built
gosh.
the best canal in all of Oranienburger Kanal.
Yeah.
Shall we talk about it?
Let's do that.
All right.
All right.
So it's a little bit hard to talk about it at the moment because
Yeah.
we just played it. This game is really long. Okay, I want to say
45 on the box, 45 plus on the box.
Maybe
I don't know
it's
what
the
this is
solo
going to
game. If
cut
you-
down to in the end.
Yeah. In the end, it might be much shorter, but this for us was about a 2.5 hour
teach,
game.
Yeah, with the teach and everything, the actual gameplay that we just did
Yeah.
right now, thinking about everything, 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Granted, we do take longer when we film. So a lot of people ask typically, how long are the games truly? Because we cut down on all of the silent time. In
Plus,
editing.
like we're literally narrating this.
Yes.
I'm doing this. Oh, you see
Yeah,
that this
I
card does,
assume you
yeah.
don't do that
Right,
at
yeah.
home. So it's probably going to be shorter than that, but it's probably still going to be longer than 45 minutes. If you've played this in that time, let us know and let us know what your secrets are. But I'm assuming that's a solo game.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, this game comes hot on the tail of Atiwa. Right? That
Atiwa, yeah.
that was the original final game in this series. And we were thinking about ending it there because this game doesn't have strong distribution in North America. I don't know where they're at in terms of that right now. That could have changed. But it is very different from Atiwa. These were both technically released within the same year
short time span, yeah.
or so. But this is a 2-player only game that is straight Euro, dry, right?
It is very dry,
Mm-hmm.
yes, but I love the dry stuff. So
It is pretty devoid of theme,
know.
but it has a nice mix of mechanics, right? He brought back the resource wheel that we saw in Glass Road, in
Or
at
at Labora,
Labora,
I think.
but used in a slightly different way. You know, you don't get that nice automatic bump. You have to spend for it if you want it, which means you have to calculate that timing now within
Right.
your strategy. But this game is all about the abstract planning of the routes and the buildings and when to activate, when to use your resources. It's all about resource management and timing of activation.
yeah, and also the in a 2-player game, the idea of one player is going to get 3 actions and the other player is only going to get 2 actions.
Yeah.
And knowing that when you are the second player in a round, you're going to get first dibs on the next round. So if you can set yourself up on that last action when you're second player to set something up good for you on the first action and also block off your opponent, then that feels really, really good.
Yeah, he did that in another game. Newsfjord?
Maybe
Was it?
Newsfjord, I think.
The 3x2?
Yeah.
I really like it.
Yeah.
I think it is solid. It is quite the brain burn. And after playing this, I'm realizing that I really, really like Uwe Rosenberg's 2-player only games. There was a 2-player series that we did some of the games from. It was the Cave versus Cave, as well as Agricola, All Creatures Big and Small.
Yep.
And both of those are really good.
Really good, yeah.
This one is a lot meatier
Yeah.
of a game. It's not that large in terms of rules overhead and such. It's not like A Feast for Odin or Caverna.
It's more in
But-
the like Fields of Arl, which is another bigger 2-player only game.
Yeah. That one is a little bit more dense, I guess. That one seems like more of a big box experience than this one. This seems kind
Physically
of
comes in a bigger box.
physically
too.
comes in a bigger
Yeah.
box, and there's like the whole back and forth of the season. So this
Yeah.
is very, very, very different from that. I mean, everything is localized to just your player board, and it's pretty much just routes and cards. That's what you're going to be doing the whole time, and your resource board, of course. But I really like how sort of limiting the game feels. Right? It's very tight. It feels very, very tight. Scores were tight. The action select or the worker placement board, it's the same 7 actions, and you can only build at most 2 structures per round.
Yep.
So you're kind of fighting over that. And then the way that the structures kind of scale depending on how far you are in the game, because the orange buildings are going to come in later and then the blue ones are going to come in
They
last.
start to become worth more points, so then you can justify spending certain resources to be like, okay, well, now I'm willing to do it because it's worth 9, plus if I activate it, then I can score another 6 and another 6 if I activate it a second time.
Yeah.
I also really enjoy the fact that as a deck depletes, it also changes up some of the action spots, because then now the green, orange, and blue, you have additional access to more different types of actions that you can do in the game.
Right. And the thing about this game is, we mentioned it a couple of times during the video, but the game comes with 2 different decks. It's decks A and B. There are also 2 expansions for it. So it is a highly expandable game, because you really just need more decks of these structure cards. But the thing is, these decks are large and you're only pulling a certain number of each color. So we did not play with the entire deck A, which means you never know which cards are going to be in your particular game. So you can try to plan as much as you want during the game, but you don't know which orange and blue cards are going to come out towards the end.
Yeah,
so it's like a good mix of planning mixed with some chaos.
It's kind of like rolling with the punches. You're like, that card's out now. I'm going to try to see if I can tailor something towards that. Or like, I like you built out 3 canals, knowing that you could probably get a card to come that's going to want you to have a lot of canals.
Yeah, right.
But you never know. It might never come, and then all you did was just spend $3 per canal that you built out.
Yes.
So
it's an interesting mix of having control and not having control, because you don't know when the cards are going to come out, but you can build them and you can also choose when to activate them. So it's this big puzzle. All of Uwe Rosenberg's games are like gigantic puzzles, but this one is truly a puzzle kind of game. Theme-wise, it's supposed to be built around the industrial era. It's the Oranienburger Kanal, specifically in Brandenburg. But it's a Euro. This one's dry. It's pretty themeless, besides the fact that you're building out the routes and
for some reason, having a
structures.
grand hotel that happens to be on a road next to a canal will get you wood. I don't know why you get
Or
wood.
maybe we're just not as familiar with the Oranienburg Kanal.
I don't know why a grand hotel gets you wood. I do understand why it gets you money and prestige or points, because it's like people come to the hotel.
Sure.
I don't know why it gives you wood.
It feels themeless to us. In terms of player count, I really do like the fact that it's a 2-player only game. I actually really like 2-player only games just because of the way that they're built for
They're
that
built
player
for
count.
that player count,
They're built for it. I've not played it solo. So we cannot speak on the solo version of the game, other than it sounds like it's probably faster.
Yeah.
Replayability-wise, we already discussed the amount of decks and the amount of variability that can go into the game.
The variety.
Now, that is also a downside, as if you watch the playthrough, I made a big blunder that probably cost me the game. And that is the fact that it's not easy to know sometimes what the cards mean without having to look in the glossary every single time.
Yeah.
The graphic design, I guess, is not super
It's not
legible
super intuitive.
all the time. Yeah.
Like, you have to really you can suss it out and assume like about 95% of it, but you're definitely going to be like, okay, what does card A40 do? And it's like, oh, that's not how I interpreted this at all.
Right.
You know,
Right.
so
The more you play it, the easier it's going to get in terms of that. But there are some cards, like there was one that, this is the first time we'd seen it, about like 90-degree railroad tracks. And as I was reading that,
I
felt
totally
ridiculous.
built it. Yeah, it's like be next to 2 railroads.
Yes.
And also, if you happen to have a bunch of 90-degree railroads, you also score 1 point per
Wood coin?
1 coin for every 90-degree angle.
Yeah.
And like,
So there's some of that in the game. Just keep the glossary handy and read the cards just so you don't make a mistake in terms of that. Anything else that you want to add?
I like it a lot. Where it ranks, I'm very interested. We are going to be doing our final ranking video, which we kind of mentioned in Atiwa. But now that we played this, we can now add this into the mix.
But this is done. This is it. Done. Uwe Rosenberg series has come to a close.
The actual series portion of it, obviously, he's most likely going to, I'm hoping though, he's going to be making more games in the future. So we'd like to feature them as they come out.
He makes games faster than we can make videos.
Than we can make videos, exactly. So we will eventually probably cover his future titles. But in terms of this overall arc of a series, we're going to call this one closed and then finish it off with a wrap-up video in the coming weeks.
Yes. Anyway, that is Oranienburger Kanal. I like this one a lot.
Yep, me
A
too.
lot. This one's staying in our collection probably. Thank you to Jennifer for lending us her copy before we were able to get a review copy of our own. And like Naveen was mentioning, we are going to have a final wrap-up video. I'm aiming to have it done within a week. We will see how that goes. We'll keep you updated either way.
Yep. Well, thank you all so much for watching the video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to watch any of the other videos in the Uwe Rosenberg series, there's a little eye in the corner, which you can check out all the other videos. And once again, thank you all so much. I hope this video was helpful. If you'd like to see more like this in the future, please consider subscribing.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.